Welcome, friends, to another exciting episode of The Messenger Presents AV Jam Journey. And I'm your host, The Messenger. The track that we're playing into today's show is Jumper from the game Castle Crashers, and it was composed by Waterflame. Once again, I really don't have a whole lot of top of the show business, so let's not waste a whole lot of time and get into the music. And I got something really good from ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove. The track is Dark Level Funk, and it was composed by Cody Wright. That funky track was Dark Level Funk from the game ToeJam and Earl, Back in the Groove, and it was composed by Cody Wright. I knew I was going to like that game just because I liked the original ToeJam and Earl. Man, I was surprised that it wound up being one of my favorite games of 2019. There was just, it was ToeJam and Earl, just new. And the soundtrack was really well done. Just a lot of old classics and even some awesome brand new music, including this song that we just played too. This next track, I'm actually really excited about, and it's a fan request too. It's from our friend Scott McElhone. He, sent me an email requesting this pretty nice track. It's a golf song, and you know how we are about golf music. Really good stuff. He brought something from Pebble Beach Golf Links, the 3DO version. It is the main menu music, and it was composed by Yumi Kinoshita. that really nice track was main menu music from the game Pebble Beach Golf Links for the 3DO, and it was composed by Yumi Kinoshita. And it was requested by Scott McElhone. He says, ToeJam, one of the handful of titles I had for 3DO as a kid. My parents bought me this title, which is hilarious because I did not play golf back then. But it was a fun game with chill VGM, so I was happy. Oh, and it has plenty of cheesy 90s FMV, which I absolutely love. Man, I actually really dug that track, Scott, so thank you for that pick. I actually wasn't even aware that there was a 3DO version of the game, and I'm definitely going to want to check out those cheesy 90s FMVs. So that has my interests already. Sticking with the 90s vibe, I got something from McDonald's Treasureland Adventure. This is Stage 2 Magical Town, and it was composed by Katsuhiko, Suzuki, and Hata. Let's give that one a listen. Alright, that was Stage 2 Magical Town from the game McDonald's Treasureland Adventure, and it was composed by Katsuhiko, Suzuki, and Hata. I don't think I'm ever really going to play that game. but every time I hear something from the soundtrack, I could totally get behind. It's pretty, a lot of the stuff, it's pretty dancey. Kind of goes for a little bit of an experimental sound. And it also just has fun with it. I mean, when you think of McDonald's, you think of Ronald McDonald, and Ronald McDonald is the kind of guy that he just wants to have fun and also possibly give you diabetes. But we're not really focused on that. I think it's the type of music where you can eat chicken nuggets and then you shake your chicken nuggets to this song. And that is the worst thing I've ever said on this show, and I'm keeping it on here. Well, enough of the chicken nuggets talk, though. I got a nice little Game Boy Color track right here. This is San Francisco from the game Mickey's Speedway USA, and it was composed by Ben Cullum. Was San Francisco from the game Mickey's Speedway USA for the Game Boy Color, and it was composed by Ben Cullum. Well, that's going to just about do it for the show this week. If you like what you've been listening to, give me a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. And if you want your friends to check out the show, then have them check me out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, whatever podcatcher that you could think of, I'm more than likely going to be on there. You could also email the show at vgmjourney@yahoo.com. I'm always accepting requests, and your request is more likely going to be played on the show. And also, we have a Twitter, which is VGM Journey on Twitter. We're going to play out with one more track, and this is Banson's Aria from the game Henry Hatsworth and the Puzzling Adventure, and it was composed by Gene Rozenberg. Have a good week, everyone.
Imperioso di coltare